Hello, welcome to Innovative Health Podcast. I'm your host, Kristen Willisnovich, here with my beautiful co-host, Joe McAllister.
Hello.
Thank you for being here.
Of course, it's my pleasure.
Little cutie pie. And we're super excited to have Dave Zarek, president of Horses Heal Hearts, in the studio with us. Hello, sir.
Well, thank you for
welcome.
having me.
Oh,
Thank you.
we're so excited. So, Horses Heal Hearts, tell us a little bit about your organization and how you became a part of it.
Well, it's an interesting organization because what we do is we help people that are in need. Not so much the monetary type of need, but the spiritual need.
Yes.
We use equine therapy.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
We use equine therapy for a lot of different organizations to help kids, veterans, and senior citizens. And
wonderful.
We'll bring them either out to the Windwalker Farms in Fenton, or we'll go to the organization if they're having an event. So
You'll take the horses to them.
yes.
Great.
Yes.
Those horses at Windwalker Farms, what is do you know the physical address?
9204 Valley View Drive in Fenton.
Unbelievable. If you can take the time to get out to that farm, the Scarberry Family, those horses are stunning. It just really, like you said, there's just something really magical about being next to a horse.
Yes.
Are you a big horse girl?
I love horses, and that was always what we based our family vacations around as growing up as a child, was where are we going to go where they do have horseback riding, because that was definitely a to-do on our family vacations. A family of 7, that was always what we would need to do.
Wow. So how long have you been with the organization?
Just a little under 2 years now.
Okay, you've been president.
Right.
But you're very passionate.
Oh, believe me, I've been doing this. It's a godsend. This has been helping me as well, because the volunteers get just as much benefits as the people that we help.
That's right.
And it's helped me because I've had a really serious back injury. And when I get around the horses,
It all
everything-
dissipates.
I don't feel any pain whatsoever. It's just all
Wow.
gone. And that's what we do for the people we serve.
Well, because what is your day job?
I work for the U.S. Postal Inspection Service.
Yes.
A little stressful.
Right?
So sometimes.
Go through some packages.
The dangerous mail. You
That's-
wouldn't believe the stories I could tell you.
You know what? Thank you for the service you
Yes.
provide, because you do save lives. So,
You're welcome.
and you know, that is no easy task, and you're on your feet a lot. So no wonder there's some back issues involved as we get older.
Sure, and I
in
bet
age.
it's so therapeutic for you to get around these horses and
Yes.
get that release. And like you said, it's almost for selfish reasons, because it's a twofold. You're helping other people, but you're helping yourself as well.
The amount of energy that the horses can bring you is amazing. And we see that every time we do an event. Whenever anybody gets around the horses, their whole demeanor changes.
You know, we had talked to Jocelyn Hagerman off air, and she's a big equestrian, and she actually competes nationally. And she was deathly afraid of horses. She loved them, but was always very nervous to be around them, and kind of overcame that fear in her 30s. And she had said to you, even just brushing them
Yes.
just brings on this calmness of what we need. And I think in our society, right, we talk all the time about being inundated with social media or news, or even where we are from a political standpoint, everything's coming at us.
Sure.
And I think that's why you're so important for these people. But it's just not the stress level. You also help kids with autism, right?
Exactly. Any organization, we're welcome. We've done kids with autism. We've done kids that have lost a parent through really traumatic experience, either a murder or just a sudden death. And a lot of kids from different foster cares that are coming out of really bad situations, and they're trying to get a little bit of peace in their life and a little bit of stability. And we've worked with those, and all the way up to different,
Right.
rehabilitation centers.
Don't you think it just transcends you into a different place, like into a whole different kind of
Absolutely.
stratosphere?
Yes, and it's almost like a meditation when you're on a horse and you're horseback riding. It's just almost like a time to meditate and really get into yourself and be quiet, and with nature and the horse.
The interesting thing, we had 116 kids that came in from the Avengers Mentoring Club in Detroit, and we split them into the boys and girls. And when everybody went into the barn, it became so peaceful.
Isn't that
There was, you could drop a pin and hear it.
Sure.
And then they would encourage the kids that were on the horses, that have never been on the horse before, never experienced it, and it was magical.
There are some horses that they have on that farm. They're all gorgeous, but some truly are breathtaking. breathtakingly beautiful. And they're all so, Jocelyn had spoke of her fear, and I'm sure some of the kids have, some hesitation. Those horses are all, their demeanor is all very
calming.
Yes.
Because I've heard that too, and I was always kind of shocked when I heard people say that they're afraid of horses. And when I would take them horseback riding for the first time, it was just so unusual for me since I was raised, going horseback riding. And so I just think that that's amazing that these horses can connect with these children, and the children aren't afraid, or if they are, they get over it and they overcome it.
fast.
Now these horses, though, can't they sense that? I've heard
Yes.
that they can sense if you're afraid.
If you are nervous on a horse, your horse is going to tend to be a little bit more nervous.
Anxious,
And
yeah.
that's what we try to get when we get them on the horse for the first time. We tell them, take a big deep breath.
I'm taking one now,
Get the
Dave.
feel, there you go, and just feel one with the horse.
Yes.
And that really, really affects people, and it gets them to understand, wow. And when they see the horse in a relaxed state, they understand exactly what we're talking about. And then it's a pleasurable experience.
Yes.
And a lot of times when people are afraid of horses, they've had a bad horse experience.
Yes.
And it's because they didn't know the horse.
Well, and I will tell you too, my aunt and uncle, it reminded me of Green Acres, because my aunt was this diva, and they moved to a farm, and she was like, "Are you kidding me?" Total city girl, Flint girl, and they moved to this farm, and it served me well because I grew up with all their horses. But they would have some wild horses. One Mahogany, I remember that horse, and it was wild. And I always rode Gala. Gala was cool, calm, cool, collected, and I would say most of those horses at the Scarberry Farms, at Windwalker Farms, are Galas. They're probably all Galas. Rarely ever, you might see one little feisty one, but Tim's very good at getting them trained.
And you were saying when you go up to these hospitals, there's people that are going, and tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah,
what the horses do.
we were out at Beaumont Hospital, and we were doing the mental health fair there. So we were like the hit of the event, because even the security gave us badges for the horses.
Dave, it's kind of like a guy with a dog, right? You got a horse, all the ladies and the
I'm gonna see a
kids.
man about a horse.
Yeah, we had the
ladies.
2 horses out there, people that were going in for surgery. I needed that. And the scrub nurses from the OR are coming out.
We're going to get you to Children's Hospital. We can't, have you gone there yet?
I tried to get in there. And,
Well, we're going to try to get you in. This is Luann. She's on the cover of the recent Luann Ewald. She's the CEO of Detroit Children's. So we will work on making that happen for you.
Love to.
My child's had multiple surgeries at Children's Hospital, and I can tell you the anxiety going in, having a child go under so many times, there's nothing like it. It's overwhelming. So I think the horse would have made both of us feel pretty at ease. So how does this make you feel kind of doing this work?
Oh, it's just been, to me, it's been the best thing next to marrying my wife, of course.
Oh, good answer.
yeah.
Good answer, David. She's watching. Good answer.
That we are. So, it is. It's just the most uplifting thing I've ever done. And when you can give back to the community, that's what it's all about.
For sure.
And that's what we're trying to teach a lot of the kids that we bring in, too. Give it back. Pay it
Serve.
forward.
Yes.
Serve.
And
Serve.
It's just amazing. It's just, and that's exactly this. I believe I was called to do this.
How did you get into it?
Well, the past president asked me if I would come in as a fundraising coordinator.
Oh, wow.
And
You were so
basically,
good.
I said, well, okay, I do marketing, and
He passed the baton.
yeah. So it was like, and she said to me, she goes, after a while, she said, I really can't commit any time to this. Would you just take it over? And that's what happened.
And it's
So
become your passion project.
Yes, it is.
This vocation found you then, kind of.
Pretty much, yeah. And I believe that we're put in places.
I believe that
And
too.
that's the destiny that we're supposed to have. And we meet people, and even to meet Jocelyn today
Right.
was just amazing.
Was that not amazing?
It was-
Is she not
yeah.
so incredible?
It is.
And
She is.
We talk about like this transformation in the time in your life, and it's just having all of this kind of awareness,
Right.
And for you two to connect, because she's such a horse lover,
Right.
she's going to be able to be in a position to help you guys too. It's really pretty neat.
And we're looking for people that want help, that want to do work with us. And on the organization, we invite you to give me a call, and we'll start looking at how we can do something.
How you can connect.
Yeah, whether you're having an event or whether we're bringing the kids out to the farm or the people, adults, seniors. We had the Alzheimer's Association in about a week and a half ago.
That's
it was amazing.
Is that not amazing for those patients? Because they will always resonate
Yes.
with a horse, regardless. So that will bring back those instant,
Sure, childhood
long-term
memories.
memories.
And
Yes.
What about going to some senior living homes? Have you ever done that?
We've done that. Yep, we've been out and around, and we went to a Rainbow Rehabilitation Center too.
Wonderful.
And so most of the patients were in wheelchairs. And I'll give you a really quick story about one. They wheeled her up to the horse. We had Top Secret out there, who's the most phenomenal horse ever. And Secret was just kind of with her, and she couldn't move her hands, but she moved up, and the handler's going, "What is that? What is that?" And she goes, "Horse."
Oh, bless
And
her heart.
everybody just kind of looked because she hadn't
hadn't
talked.
spoke.
No, she doesn't talk. So that's what the horses can do. So that's why we're out there for anybody, kids,
Yeah.
seniors, veterans,
You probably
whomever needs us.
You probably have some amazing watershed moments, don't you?
A
Such
lot of
as
them.
that.
Just
Yes.
about every event.
So we'll get those horses scheduled at Detroit Children's Hospital,
Yes.
and maybe a little podcast horse we bring in right in the office. We can ride it in the
That
office.
would be great.
We need a pony, David. We need a pony. So
we can get Top Secret to kneel down for you.
yeah.
Oh, that would
I'm
be
telling
great.
you. I'm telling you. There's this white and black one. Do you know what one I'm talking about?
Is it Scrappy?
Yes.
Yeah, Scrappy's
Great name.
that's the other horse that we use when we go out or when we bring the
Yes.
kids in.
Yes. So real quickly, you have a big event coming up.
Yes, Friday, October 12th at Club Venetian in Madison Heights. Tickets are $65 a person, and it's going to be a fun time. We've got a lot of great auction items as well.
Wonderful.
And if you like Star Wars, we have a cast autographed Star Wars movie poster
Oh my
of
goodness.
the original cast.
Oh my gosh.
So you can't get a couple of those autographs anymore.
Wow.
No, you
And
can't.
a lot of good trips. Got a trip to the Kentucky Derby, one to Chicago for Hamilton.
Wow, I'm from
One,
Chicago.
One that
I
you
like
can
Chicago.
go.
Hamilton.
Oh, then you got to come
can't
because
even-
Gotta come. It's $65 is very reasonable too.
And
Yeah.
you can't get tickets for Hamilton.
no,
yet.
not anymore.
no, and we have it, and you can also do one a Wrigley Stadium experience.
Oh
where
my
you
goodness.
Can, you can have the rooftop.
A party in the
A little
rooftop.
dinner party, yeah,
I've done
and
that
you do
before. That's
that.
a lot of fun.
love
So we're
it.
doing one of those, and DC Sports out of Detroit is bringing us all sorts of memorabilia that we're going to have there.
Wow.
I love
A lot of
that.
different things.
So, how can people buy tickets?
They can go to our website at horseshealheartsmi.org
Okay.
and purchase tickets, or they can call 248-252-8463, and we can arrange for the tickets to be purchased or picked up.
Excellent. And $65 is very doable. You have great auction items again, October 12th, right? Friday in Madison Heights.
Exactly.
So that's going to be a really big event. Thank you so much.
Yes.
What you do for the community, a big thank you to Tim and Melissa Scarberry.
Yes.
It's their horses, and they're just an amazing dynamic couple who just, they're changing the world, and big kudos to those horses. I know your life and my life growing up with those horses. I really wanted my kids to be involved with horses, but it's a different world. We did a lot of travel sports. I mean, we traveled a lot, but I can't wait to take my kids out to the farm.
Yes.
They need it.
Yes.
We all need
It's
it.
great to get away and just kind of disconnect from the city for a moment and get on that horse. I really want to go and meet all these horses.
Scrappy.
Yes, I want to meet Scrappy.
Just say the word, we'll get you there.
Okay, I'm there. I'm in.
And thank you for this being your passion project.
I love it. I love doing what I do.
And your eyes light up when you talk about it. It's such an honor and privilege to have you here. And will you come back on the show?
Anytime you want.
And you'll have that horse. So
Yep,
thank
we'll bring
you.
one in.
Thank
Thank you
you
so much.
Beautiful Joe McAllister. Thank you, Dave Zarek
you.
from Horses Heal Hearts. And thank you guys. You have been watching and listening to Innovative Health Podcast.